No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And we're back with a little bit more Zherka to get you through your worka day. I just thought that up. I'm probably going to keep working on it. Zherka is in the building. Farha.
Hi.
Hi. Farha. Or did you just say hi?
I just said hi.
Farha.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people would go back to the drawing board, but we're just going to roll with this.
You're
And
off
then
to a good start.
Holly Day is here as well.
Ooh,
Adult
yay.
to the stars.
Hey.
And then quite possibly my favorite Asian walking the face of the planet. Don't kill me, Kazumi. Nicole Doshi
Ooh,
is
thank
in
you,
the
Adam.
building.
I love you.
I love you too. I mean that with all my heart.
Oh.
I'm gonna leave my girl for you. Just kidding. Zherka, I'm happy to have you in here so that we can hopefully learn something about the spirit of womankind.
Or lack of.
Farha. We wanted to bring you back on because I know that you said about 7 words on our most recent appearance.
I was very sick. I puked thrice before coming on, and I was going to tap out, but Destiny wanted me to embarrass myself.
She said thrice,
Thrice.
for the
Yeah.
record. Yeah. So she's back in here. For the record, she hasn't, and she's a virgin.
Yeah.
Are
you
you
serious?
serious?
Yeah.
Good combo.
Good what?
Good combo.
It's lucrative, yeah.
I'm
That's
sure.
the word on the
It's
streets.
like innocent and slutty at the same time.
He phrased it as I have one leg in hell and one in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's virgin, but fans. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got into this before, but what are you holding on to with the V card? Like, what are you waiting for?
I'm either a hopeless romantic or a full-on lesbian, and I'm still trying to parse through.
You won't really know until you let it piss into you.
You think so?
Or a
Well,
vagina against you.
Do you think
Yeah.
guys need to have anal sex before they know they're straight?
no.
So why do I need to be down before I know if I'm a lesbian?
Well, I'm just saying that I feel like a lesbian would have sex with a man and just know that it was not the right thing for them. I feel like they would feel it in their bones, don't
Yeah,
you?
I feel like you have to try it then to know it,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I have a gay friend that he said he actually been to a massage place to see if he is really actually gay.
That's how he tried to figure it out.
Yeah.
He
A
paid a
happy
woman
ending.
to jerk him off.
Cause he's like, oh, I don't get turned on by women. I really wanted to see, so he went to this hot massage girl to see if, like, he could really get turned on, but no,
Didn't work.
no.
Yeah. Waste of money.
I mean, at least he figured it out
Yeah.
in a simple way. A lot of guys like get married and then they figure out they're gay, or they start finally being honest about how
Yeah.
gay they are.
Later in life.
Zherka, what's going on? You want to pay these women for sex yet? Is that what's going on?
I would never pay for sex. I would never. Are you crazy, Adam?
What's holding you back?
Honestly, if I don't want to hurt feelings, but I feel like who I am is more rare than 3 billion women on Earth. And I don't mean them combined. I'm not being cocky. I'm saying like one-on-one, if we compare, there's a lot less Zherkas on Earth than, cute girls.
What is the thing that makes you so rare? Just the height? The teeth?
I would say,
That too.
if you really just get past the comedy, there's wisdom, bro. There's some I've seen, bro. Like, you don't know the world till you bounce full time for 5 years straight and see all sorts of people, doctors, lawyers, degens, all that. When you study humans, this is like a master's degree in sociology or whatever it's called. I have a master's on humankind, but like it's not on paper, so nobody believes me. Like when I'm talking at him, I seen shit you've never seen.
War.
Well, I'm a refugee, yeah, but I'm saying at the club,
Right.
I've seen like why, Adam, you believe in equality, men and women, is because you didn't have those 5 years of trauma.
I mean, I feel like I took in some trauma all those years being single, trying to get ass, going to the club, going to the bar. Those are hard years. Many nights I went home and beat.
It's
Adam,
brutal.
there comes a point in your life where you live so much life and learn so much that you can never, in good conscience, say men and women are equal. That's ret. That's crazy to say.
Equal, it's like a yin and a yang, right? Now, the white side is not the same as the black side, but they exist in perfect harmony, 50% of each, right?
Serve different purposes.
Yeah, you guys serve like 10% of the purpose, and we're 90%. I could get on board with that.
I'm saying I think it's equal. But at the end of the day, I look forward to the day that I'm going to have to explain to my child that you will never be able to deadlift as much as me.
You have a girl, right?
Yeah. I don't really look forward to that because I just think it's going to be kind of like a weird conversation one day. But isn't that like at some point you have to have that conversation of like, yeah, you're just not going to be able to be in the NBA. It's just not going to happen.
You're not going to be able to do NBA, philosophy, engineering, science.
You just
math.
spoke to a porn star who's an engineer.
She destroyed me. Edit that part out. Who the fuck would have guessed Adri? I'm the dropout and she destroyed me. Adri's got school and she was laughing at me back there. She's like, yeah, you didn't know. It's like, damn, you set me up, bro.
I feel like she handled you pretty well.
Yeah, they're super stoked.
She didn't walk out.
They were glowing. They were so happy.
Did you feel like there was a walkout that was possible there for a moment?
No.
I was really wondering, like, is this possible?
There will never be a walkout with me because my charm is overwhelming, right? Girls, as much as they're seething angry, they'll listen all day. I'm fucking Santa Claus to them.
Holly, are men and women equal?
No, I guess not. I
Dude.
guess not.
Check this out.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old boy can beat the shit out of every woman on earth.
I don't know
A
about that one.
14-year, you guys lose to a 14-year-old.
a
A child would fuck you up.
You think
Some-
a 14-year-old fuck me up?
Have you ever seen the women's
in a
UFC
fight?
divisions? There's a lot of tough chicks out
Yeah.
Nah, they're on testosterone, bro. That's not the
there.
same
No, they
shit.
test them for that.
I mean, a lion could eat you alive. Are you inferior on every moral and physical level?
How am I inferior when I fucking blast the lion with a gun?
Okay, then she can pull out a gun and shoot a 14-year-old.
No, she can't. A woman can't even squeeze it. Ah, it hurt.
Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of women who are capable of shooting firearms.
I've shot a firearm.
Most
before.
women shoot a gun with their eyes closed.
Do they?
Yeah.
Me, I
do.
look you in your eyes. I'm a cold motherfucker. I take your fucking life. I look you in the eyes.
Yeah.
When girls shoot, like, oh, there's a criminal, they close their eyes, bro.
It is hard for me to imagine my girl shooting a gun. But I know there are women who do shoot guns.
Yeah.
You just go to the shooting range. It's not. You keep your eyes open. It's all right.
But you don't have the gull to pull the trigger.
Where's the gull? The gall?
Like, if someone enters their house, they'll hesitate. If someone enters my house, that mailman is dead, bro. That guy is dead. I don't hesitate. I go, yo, this is my lucky day. I'm going viral.
Have you shot someone before?
Nah, never.
You have to save your powers.
Ah, true.
You have to conserve your powers.
Just
you can't
in
just
case.
Yeah.
But he could do it if necessary.
But she's Australian, and I feel
Yeah.
like Australia has a very weird political climate right now. So I don't know how she's going to react to some of the things that you say, Zherka.
Courage is a male thing. If North Korea invaded us right now, with all due respect, you guys are like as useless as Lego blocks.
What, Australia?
If we got invaded right now, Adam would kick you guys out this fucking studio and keep me. That's what he'd do. He'd be like, yo, we're going to war.
If it was a post-apocalyptic society, I'm probably going to keep Nicole Doshi and Zherka, yeah. I just feel like she would be like a pretty obedient like servant in a time of need.
Have you seen women in war zones? They get shell-shocked before they even land.
Kazumi's too American. She's going to be talking back too much in like the post-apocalyptic world that I'm imagining. I feel like Nicole Doshi would
I
kind of
won't
just
talk
be
back.
down.
I just like
say,
listen
okay.
and serve.
But you don't understand. This is like the apocalypse happened. Like, we're not fucking. Shit is too real. Kazumi? You don't
Yeah,
have a
I
mic.
would eat you too.
You would eat me.
Yeah, I would eat you.
I've been watching The Last of Us, so I've been thinking a lot about if it came down to it, what it would be like to eat a person.
I think it wouldn't be that bad.
It seems pretty bad. It seems like it's really destroying their morale on the show. It's hard to be positive about life when it's not like you're just eating a stranger. They had to like eat some girl's dad, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
They had to tell her, "We ate your dad.
Oh, they didn't tell her before.
He's never coming back." I don't know what I think they lied to her,
Oh, yeah.
but I think she kind of knew they were lying.
Yeah.
And then she's eating her dad. I think. I don't know. I was pretty high when I watched it. Nicole Doshi,
Yeah.
how do you feel about the way men treat women here in America versus the way that it was perhaps where you grew up?
Okay, so I love America. I think men treat me here better than China because, like, Chinese people, they're very respect, but also very strict.
And racist. Like, I got black homies that been to Beijing, and they're like, "Whoa, that place." They're like, "U.S. is like heaven compared to Beijing." It gets racist, bro.
Is it?
It's like
Racist? You
people
mean-
take pictures and
Well, yeah,
it's,
there's
Yeah,
no
they
black
love
people
it. They
there.
love Western people there. We treat them like a god. We treat them like a celebrity.
That's not what
if
you
you're
said.
going to China right now, there will be a line up to take picture with you.
Yeah,
Of
like
course, with your
my
beautiful
experience
teeth,
going to
too.
China is that just being white / like having tattoos / being tall, people were acting like I was a fucking freak show, and
Yeah.
people were taking pictures of me, and it was weird as fuck. But it's just so rare. There's so fucking few white people out there. There's so few tall people. Tattoos are super crazy to them.
Yeah.
This was like 10 plus years ago, but I assume it's still like that. So yeah, I feel like you would be a popular guy just for being tall. Probably be
Yeah.
the tallest guy in the whole
Yeah.
fucking country.
Chinese girl gonna love you.
yeah. But I'm trying to say, you know, U.S. got problems, but when you travel the world, you go, other countries are a lot more racist. You know, in the Balkans or Mediterranean area, right? They ask you where you're from before they give you a fucking coffee. Like, if you're Turkish and they don't like Turks, like, the world is racist. U.S. is kind of mild, bro. I don't get the hype.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not true. When I first got to Nebraska, it was pretty racist.
That's
Really?
a shithole.
Yeah.
I mean, so you get to Nebraska and it was racist. How?
Yeah, they're just like ignoring you when you talk to them, and then they just not treat you nice.
Really?
Yeah,
That's harsh.
without respect.
But they kind of have an excuse because, like, being from Nebraska, isn't that where Destiny's from? That's depressing as fuck. Dude.
Yeah, look what it did to him. Isn't it when she talks sometimes, don't you feel like somehow like Destiny has like inhabited her body and he's just like
Which one?
her?
The Virgin? Yeah, Destiny.
Sometimes she'll like say something that I feel like it's Destiny speaking to me through another person's body that he's controlling.
Is there anything you guys disagree on, you and Steve?
I just met him like 2 or 3 weeks ago because someone reached out to me in FNF and they're like, you guys are very similar. And then once I started watching his content, I realized like we are very similar, I think.
Dude, he's going on this fucking tirade on Twitter against, he's on a crusade against Muslims. What
Yeah.
is that?
I feel like it's slightly my fault because he posted it like I was hanging out with him and like the day before I was telling him about my experience in the Muslim community being an ex-Muslim and how I get like a lot of hate from them and they can be like kind of violent. And then I don't know if that kind of affected his mindset.
I think it was the thing with Sneeko, right? Or he posted the Prophet for some reason or like some
Yeah,
some
what
meme.
the? Imagine he chills with us and the next day, now it looks like we're his boys. Like, we're going to get fucking stabbed for that blue hair guy, for Sonic.
I don't think they're gonna come for his homies.
Oh, I guarantee you, someone's going to address Steven. Like, dude, he posted the Prophet. He called him a pedo.
But don't you think that this is like him taking a principled stand in the sense that he's basically admitting that he's willing to die for his ability to meme?
No, when he gets addressed in person, he's going to walk it back. What
You
the
think?
Anyone where, bro, the guy pulls out a fucking butcher knife?
If somebody like got in Destiny's face and made him apologize, that would be kind of like probably how Richard Spencer's fans felt when they saw him get punched in the face.
Yo, that punch was hard. I remember that.
I forgot to ask him about that.
I still didn't watch that. Has he changed? He looks soft now. He doesn't look like,
Yeah, he's a Biden guy now.
no, stop it, bro.
Yeah, see? He doesn't even believe me.
Oh, right. He's trying to infiltrate through the Democratic Party because he thinks they do it better, right?
I mean, that would appear to be his sincere
That's
opinion.
a liberal, bro. What the fuck?
Holly, what's your experience been here in America in terms of how the men are in comparison to Australia?
Well, my family's American, so I was surrounded by Americans a lot, like my mum and my dad. But in comparison, I don't know. American men are a lot more forward than Australian guys. And on the racial point, yeah, he's right there. They're definitely a bit more racist.
Who? Australians?
Yeah, they're racist in Australia. There's like no black people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in Australia. The humor is to drop hard R N words.
Yeah.
How's that?
There's a lot of that in Australia, really?
Yeah.
Like there's like no like PC shit, at least not where I'm from.
Really?
You can kind of say whatever the fuck you feel like.
I thought that Australia had been like kind of wokeified.
Maybe in Sydney, but if you go outside of the cities, it's not at all.
Bro,
That's
they-
crazy.
They fuck kangaroos out there. Like, think about it. There's nothing to do. Like, if you're from the countryside in the U.S., you can go somewhere. But in In Australia, it's like 1,000 miles, right? You
Nobody
guys-
lives there. It's like inhabitable.
Cut that out.
Cut that out.
No one lives in the middle, really?
No. I mean, some
'Cause
Aboriginal people do.
Your
but-
rednecks are like hardcore.
Yeah, bogans.
When you go between cities in Australia, you don't drive. You have to fly because they're so far apart
Yeah.
that like nobody would want to drive it.
Yeah. I mean, you can drive along the coast, but
Right.
you may as well.
You know what I never understood? Australians, British people. What is the and your place could be better than the US. I'm not saying that. It's probably better to live in Melbourne and shit, but I'm saying what is the point of building a career in UK or Australia? When you pop off in the UK, you become this YouTuber that only the UK knows, but when
Yeah.
you pop off in the US, international success, more money, more what is the point? Like imagine building your podcast just for a UK audience.
What about KSI?
He's one.
Yeah, that's.
Do you know
the
how many YouTubers
exception.
there are that are British famous guys? You just walk past them. You'd be like, who the fuck are
My
these?
thing though is that if you're a British YouTuber, you're probably going to be able to gain some traction with other British people that see themselves in
No.
you, and then maybe at some point you'll be able to expand to appeal to a bigger audience.
No,
but
no. Adele and everyone from the UK, when they want the big contract, they
come here.
fly here.
Yeah.
So why start your career there? That's so fucking stupid.
well, why would
That's like me staying in Canada doing this shit. I'm gonna live in LA. I'm gonna take all the money. I'm gonna
Yeah.
bankrupt your city.
I mean, most people don't know that they're going to have any degree of success until they've already started their
No.
thing wherever they live.
Adam, there's YouTubers who have like great success, but they're like they don't leave the UK, and it's kind of dumb. It's like didn't KSI do something with Logan with the Prime?
Yeah, they did the Sidemen. Like
What
10
KSI should do
yeah.
is stay in the US, right? He does rap and stuff. That would be the best move.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably wants to be around his friends and his family and the businesses that he started out there and not just move those to LA. I mean, like, I think that what you're saying is already something that's kind of happened where like
No,
people
no,
are
no.
all just moved to LA or like some percentage of people move to New York.
Adam.
It makes shit homogenous and boring because
Adam.
everybody's in the same fucking place.
Adam, drill rap in the UK, nobody, and it's great. I'm not gonna lie, it's some of the best music, but nobody knows who the fuck those guys are, and it's actually sad. They should be appreciated. King Von and the drill scene for Chicago, everyone knows who the fuck King Von is. Like, dude, what is the point of any career unless you're in New York or LA? Like, there's no point. There's just no. There's so much good music in UK. You and I, we would never know those guys' names.
Yeah, but
Ev-
if those,
and, no,
if
check
those
this.
rappers moved here, then nobody would know who they were. But they started careers there where people actually appreciate their sound. Most of that music has not caught on over here.
But they never get a check. There's, you know how many
Some of those
shitty-
dudes are rich.
Yeah.
They're
No.
signed. They have
You-
big, huge songs.
In the US, what US is known for in the music industry is if you're a shitty rapper, you can get rich. You could be, there's thousands of shitty rappers who are rich in the UK. If you're a shitty rapper, you're fucking eating fucking noodles and shit. You're broke as fuck.
Yeah. It's the land of opportunity here. That's why I moved here.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's
me
why you
too.
did too. Yeah.
Well, I just think if you choose your career, you better to move somewhere that's like a king of the land, where it just, for example, like me.
Yeah.
I moved here because the empire of porn.
Right. Well, you wouldn't have been able to really do a whole lot porn-wise in China, right?
Yes.
Like, they're not going to let
illegal
you.
there.
They make porn there or what?
No, it's illegal. They're gonna arrest you.
They
can't
have
even
to
watch it.
They import it from other fucking countries or what?
Yeah, you have to have a VPN in order to watch porn.
So does everybody have a VPN?
like younger kids, yeah.
Really?
So there's no
Yeah.
sex store where you can go buy a porno or.
No. Wow. They're gonna arrest you.
And that must be weird to be Chinese though, because then you're watching like Japanese porn or like you're just watching other countries. You're not watching your own people, which to a lot of Americans, Japanese person, Chinese, they don't know the fucking difference. But I'm sure you guys know.
Chinese people are 1,000 times smarter than Americans. Dude, and I'm not just saying IQ statistics. Bro, if you play good violin, they promote it on the algorithm. In the US, on TikTok, no one's playing fucking crazy violin. They're doing pranks and stupid idiot shit.
And shaking ass.
But in China, if you do pranks on TikTok, they fucking demonetize you. They're like, yo, you're bringing nothing to society. Fuck off.
Yeah.
US is like everyone just want to joke around and
Yeah.
You learn nothing on TikTok in the US. You guys have your own TikTok, right?
Yes, we have our own version of TikTok.
TikTok is spyware. You guys spy on us with TikTok.
It's not you guys, the country that she is from, the government of the country that she is from.
No, but isn't it interesting? Is like, doesn't it feel spooky that the US promotes stupid people behavior? And they're promoting high-level martial artists.
No, they're
violinists.
promoting stupidity to our children or our community.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they're promoting like virtuous stuff to their own people.
Okay, that's the racist take. I like this.
No,
Wow.
it's not. It's
there
a fact.
you go.
No,
Exposed.
but the thing is that if TikTok was in China, like if TikTok was as bad as it is here, the Chinese government already would have banned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They force them, like basically, like the culture, the understanding that the government is watching over everything you do is so strong that like they were forced to basically make an app that sort of turns the viewers into like more virtuous people.
Yeah.
Versus in America, they have no such obligation.
Well, I've heard
Wow.
Chinese TikTok is like science experiments, math, and then it's also like nationalist propaganda. Is that true as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
Wait, why propaganda? A Chinese man should be so fucking proud to be Chinese, lasting for fucking thousands of years. How is it bad to be nationalistic if you're a Chinese?
When did I
dude?
say it was bad? I was confirming.
You
it.
said it's
It's-
nationalistic propaganda.
You're the one who's
It's not
negatively charging
propaganda.
those
Dude,
words. That's still propaganda.
they're an economic superpower. They beat us now. They beat us.
Yeah.
And we're not nationalistic. We got our fingers in our ass. And we're better than them, Adam.
Are we?
We can beat them.
The Chinese, as Americans,
Bro,
I don't think so.
no.
You don't think we can
lost.
beat 'em?
We lost.
I don't think so.
listen, they may be smarter than us and they might be better at all kinds of things, but culturally, we're still winning, right? We still got the movies, we still got the rappers.
I mean, yeah, we're the media hub, but that's not going to fucking help in a war.
Well, we got a pretty badass army too. We give them like
True,
all
I
all of our
suppose.
money.
Yeah, I mean, the right wing hates when I say this because they're like, oh, you're not aligning with us perfectly. But if the U.S. went to war with China, we'd obliterate you guys. It wouldn't even be
Stop
fair.
with the you guys.
We would fucking destroy you guys.
Destroy
Because
Nicole.
it's at the end of the day, it's not money. It's like who's got the real technology.
But would you?
Well, we got the real technology. The Chinese.
Yeah.
What?
Like we're building like things that America not even know it.
Yeah.
They're right.
Yeah.
She's right.
Now they're building American stuff, like made in China, right?
Well, we make a lot of stuff out there, yeah.
But
definitely.
it is strange in my lifetime to see U.S. lose to China economically. But think of how I'm not pandering to Chinese people to be like, oh, come follow me, and I don't give a fuck about that stuff. But is there anything more beautiful than China becoming the economic superpower of the world with no wars, no Iraq, no Afghanistan? How do you become a fucking superpower? Being peaceful. And Americans hate when I say this. They always lie and they say, you know what? They're mean to their people, though. They restrict freedoms of the dude. If you become an economic superpower without bombing Iraqis, you figured it out, bro. You understand industry. America, how do they stay on top? Like they just look at a brown country and they go, that one. You know, like most Middle Eastern wars, the conclusion of the war is, and the generals say this, it's my bad. Oh, we invaded Iraq, but it was an accident.
Yeah.
Most of the wars is my bad. That's fucking insanity.
Yeah, it is weird to be able to just kind of say like, hey, my bad.
It is.
But it happens constantly.
But who did China invade? Nobody. They're number one being fucking peaceful.
I think China kind of proved that you don't need democracy.
Democracy-
to create a thriving economy.
Democracy is like idiots leading.
Yeah.
The best system where everyone flourishes has always been a king.
But I think China is just like they don't like to fight. That's not helping them. Like
That's not true. There's so many videos in China where some dude runs over someone and they don't even scrape them off. They just drive home. You know what I mean? There's so many videos in China. At least in the U.S., when we run over someone, we go, my bad. Are you okay, bro? So I don't want to say you guys are not violent, but in comparison to the U.S., you guys are bunnies. But you guys beat us with your psychological warfare. I don't mean to say you guys, but you guys beat us because the smartest thing this China-U.S. war, the smartest thing China ever did was saying, we don't have to go to war with the U.S. Give them TikTok and stupid topics, and
Distract
they'll
them.
just destroy themselves.
Send some balloons over.
Yeah. Little edible
Fire a few.
arrangement.
No. Different types of balloons. The ones that go above the clouds that we have to shoot down.
Yeah, the one a couple of months ago.
Do you know anything about that?
I don't.
You weren't
know.
involved with that balloon?
I wasn't involved.
Nicole does. She's up there. We get the spy photo. We zoom in really tight, and she's just up there with her boobs out. Definitely. So, okay. What do you really want to get down to with these women while we have them here? What are the most important things that we need to make clear? We need to discuss. And I would like to get.
She's good at this. I did some TikToks with her. She's good.
Yeah, give us some
Hit
topics,
the
Farha.
topic.
I asked you if I should pick topics. You didn't answer.
He doesn't answer. He just like uses
I got
us.
my head on my ass.
I mean, we could do some red pill topics.
Hit it.
It was inevitable.
Okay. I mean, they do porn. Don't you want to tell us all?
You
we're
guys
going
do
to hell?
porn?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
What's the porn industry like in China?
Oh my
He was
God.
checked out during
There
the
is
earlier
none.
part of this podcast.
We're going.
There
for
is
clips.
none. There's got to be something. There's none. Zero.
That's why I'm here.
I like that he was just spaced the fuck out. Yeah. No, but yeah, she had to come here because they don't allow porn there.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Nothing.
They have to go on the dark
Well,
web.
if they find out you were doing porn, you will get arrested and be locked down for the
Really?
rest of your life.
The rest of your life.
I don't believe that.
So you think if you went back, would you go back or would you be scared of being abducted?
I would go back.
Don't.
I
go
don't
back.
think I will have any issue with it. Because as long as you're not making it there. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, like it got to be a white dick.
It's gonna be on white land, I think is the
I mean, but just from the body, you probably couldn't tell the difference between an Asian dick and a white dick, right? Like it's pretty
No, one
similar
is-
skin tone.
One is pink.
Sometimes.
Yours pink?
I'm too hairy to be Asian.
Okay, we're doing red pill.
okay.
Red pill me.
Do
What's
Chinese
red-
guys got small dicks, or is this like a meme?
I would say like Asian people generally have a smaller dick.
Damn, cancel her out.
Oh no! That's why I'm here. I want bigger cock.
Get her out of here.
Oh, you betrayed your people.
She's hating on white cock. Get her
That's
out of
just
here.
my preference, you know.
There's some people out there. Adam's had them on. They say people are happier when they date within their race. Do you buy that shit, Adam?
No.
Within their race. I wouldn't say that they're happier, but I would say that it seems like a large percentage of people choose to date within their race.
I can almost believe it because I'm like, I believe in the racist diet. Like, if you think about it, if you eat your people's food, you don't really get sick that often. Like, if I eat like a Mediterranean food, I feel good. When I start eating this German hamburgers and American stuff, I don't feel that good. So I feel like maybe our guts are designed for our own food. Like, do you buy that?
No.
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 Especially just because like a piece of pizza in America could be good for me and a piece of pizza in Germany wouldn't be.
Well, I mean, like a lot of Asians who come here, they'll still eat rice. They're not going to trade it for pizza. The rice will be a staple, and they do really good in the U.S. They make a lot of money. I wouldn't tell them to switch their diet. I'd be like, yo, you're doing it. Keep that shit up.
Well, I think Chinese people travel to U.S. They would want to try American food
You can try, but
instead
like,
of like keep eating.
oh, you can
Chinese.
ask. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take over.
You're our Myron today.
You're
Oh.
our Myron.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Women don't want to work as hard as men. True or false?
No, false. I
Wow.
work
She said true.
hard.
I'm not gonna lie, ladies. This is gonna hurt your feelings, and this is where I get off. But check this out. You guys see work as a 4 to 8, maybe 10-year thing. This guy, he planned till 70 years old to work. That's the difference from women don't work for life.
I don't know how much work I really want to be doing at 70.
I don't want to work, period.
That's why she's a porn star.
Exactly.
No, but it's a good
But
amount of work, right?
even porn,
Yeah.
you
It's a
think of an
work.
exit. You're like,
Oh,
oh, in
yeah.
8 years.
Because there's
I'm
an
doing 2 years and
expiration
I'm
date.
out,
That's
yeah.
not because she
But
doesn't
the
wanna
male
work.
porn stars, they got gray hairs,
Yeah.
piping.
They just keep
They
fucking.
just keep going into their fucking coffin.
That's not because of their will to work. That's because
That's
like
'cause they're
they
men.
age out
That's
of the
just
market.
the industry,
I
yeah.
don't think so. I feel like women work hard too. Like you see a lot of women dominating the business industry now. Like women work
Where?
hard to become a CEO, like in the law office, in the accountant office. I don't know. Like women
Well,
works hard.
do you mean work as hard as in work as many hours, or like
I mean-
working like manually, like?
Are you gonna work for the?
demanding labor?
Are you gonna work for the rest of your life?
Yes.
You're such
Well,
a.
no,
liar.
I'm doing social media so I can retire early. Everyone
There
wants
it
to
is.
retire.
I mean, she probably.
I don't
won't
want to
have-
retire.
I'll still be doing something creative.
don't
but
I don't want.
retire.
The day Adam and I retire, we kill ourselves.
You
we
just
have
started
to work.
working 1 week ago.
I feel like that's not work. You're just looking for something fun to do. It's not work.
When I was streaming on Twitch, I was making good money, but I was doing 23-hour streams a day.
do you like it, or do you feel like it's work?
It was hard, but I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, there's no woman who does these hours. It's only boys who can do those hours.
Yeah, right. Isn't Amaranth on there like 18 hours a day?
Oh, come
She
on.
lives on that.
She's
shit.
XQC hours? Hell no.
She's out of her
She
fucking
sells
mind with it.
farts in jars.
Does she? I thought that was.
That's
the
not
other girl.
work. That's fucking
You
Taco
think-
Bell.
You think
That's
the
a
average
smart
American
work.
worker will look at you Twitch streaming for 23 hours a day and consider that work?
I could do construction 23 hours a day. The woman will never.
You're
Women don't
choosing
work.
lighter work.
Yeah.
We work.
No, I'm
just
choosing a
not
bigger
construction.
paycheck. If you say you pay me good to do construction, I'll show you guys what I can do that you physically cannot.
Okay,
do.
but we end up having a lot of these conversations about porn stars or about guys being Twitch streamers or whatever. Let's be real. How many Twitch streamers can our economy possibly support? Like, not that fucking many. Like, way less than 1% of the population, and way less than 1% of the population can be porn
Exactly.
stars.
Yeah.
So it's not really like indicative of
Exactly.
all that much about people in general.
Imagine society without men, plumbers, and electricians. You'd be fucking in the dark.
If all we had were Destinies and Nicole Doshis, who's gonna fix your toilet?
The
That's
po-
true.
You might be able to get a mean blowjob, and you might be able to entertain yourself watching this blue-haired guy on stream, but you're not going to be able
How about
to.
this? How about this?
The toilet is clogged.
Let's do $1,000 bet. I'll call 100 plumbers to this studio. If one is a female, I'll give you 10 bands on PayPal live. I promise I will fucking bleed Adam dry.
they're all
He wants to be all like, oh, I'm fucking inclusive. He would get bankrupt with that fucking opinion. He would
What?
never do it.
What percentage of plumbers are men?
95.
I have never seen
99.
any female
99.
It's 99?
Yeah.
Approximately 99% of plumbers, pipe fitters, and steam fitters in the United States were men. We need to do something to bring more women into the plumbing
I
industry.
can't
won't
name
do it.
one woman who
What
would
is
want
the
to be
point
in
of
the
this
plumbing
argument? Most
industry.
nurses are women. Like, why are you just
No,
choosing
no.
an industry that's
Most
male-dominated
women
and trying
are
to do something from
most
that?
women are nurses because they just can't be doctors. Number two,
Okay, why can't
That's not true.
why can't you adopt the same thing for plumbers? Maybe
But check this
plumbers
out.
wanted to do something else and they
Here-
couldn't.
here's
So
the
why
fun-
are you just
a woman genetically is designed, they're not designed to think. They're actually designed to play. And a lot of people are like, that's sexist. Play is your subconscious. It's your sanity. Play is everything. You play with your child, Adam. Play is a huge word. It's not sexist to say that. Even though they're designed to take care of people, a male nurse can still lift more weight, so he's still better.
Doctors by gender: female 54%, male 45%.
That's how people are dying. That 54%.
Oh my god.
Imagine you're getting open heart surgery and she's walking in and it's that time of the month.
Yeah, I see a bunch of things that say that
Then you're-
women outnumber men as doctors.
Imagine you're getting open heart surgery and she's on her period and then you're both bleeding that day, bro.
Jesus Christ.
You're done. I hate how you guys pretend you feel comfortable with a female pilot. Stop it, man. You'd be more comfortable with a terrorist.
You really believe that?
he ripped that straight out of Andrew Tate? Are you
And
serious?
no, I didn't.
Like
I didn't
quoting.
no, no.
Yeah.
You know why it's not from Andrew Tate?
It is.
Because no, it would be from Andrew Tate if I agreed about driving. To be honest, my
He
male.
said it
my-
about pilots.
No, he said about driving too. And remember, I'm 3 years earlier than Andrew Tate. He watched me. I didn't watch him. What the fuck? Go Google me. What the fuck? But check this out. My male friends drive recklessly, and women, you guys have trouble with parking. That's like when we're holding on for dear life and shit. But I don't care about the driving thing as much. When you guys say women can drive, I'll let you have that. I'm like, yeah, I sometimes feel cozy with you guys. But on an airplane, I feel traumatized. If I see a female pilot, I start thinking Adam got to pay me more because I'm ditching this flight. I need another ticket.
What are they doing up there that you think that a woman is not capable of?
Yeah, roll the clip of the lady having a fucking mental breakdown, and she's not even in uniform, and she grabs the fucking phone and says, "My husband and I are getting a divorce, and I'm going through it." Everyone in the plane's like, and she got fired for this, but really they should have put her in jail. Imagine my mom was on that flight. She's like, "I'm going through a fucking divorce. I just want to know I can go change into my uniform or I can just fly the fucking plane." That clip is huge on YouTube. When you see that clip, you go, whoa. Imagine you're on a fucking flight and a woman started doing that.
So you're so emotional and irrational and stupid that you see one video online and that makes you not want to trust half the population?
I've never seen a male pilot do that, ever.
How many pilots have you really observed in general?
Have you done
I go to the cockpit. I'm like, you got a cock or what, bro?
There's got to be a lot of pilots who've done some fucked up shit over the years that we're just not really privy to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If one of your family members died on a plane that was being piloted by a man, would you no longer go on a male piloted plane?
No, because I'd be like, holy fuck.
You wouldn't attribute it to his gender.
No,
Who
women,
cares
do you always
anyway? Though
attribute it to
most
their
pilots
gender?
are not women anyway, so it's
No,
not even
that sounds
an
like
argument.
that's like a fluke. That's like saying like a man lost a fight to a woman. That's a fluke. I'm not going to change my whole fucking psychology for a fluke.
So do
Well,
female
wouldn't that
pilots
woman
perform
having a
worse?
breakdown about a divorce be a fluke as
That is
well?
a
That doesn't
fluke,
happen
yeah.
every day.
But can it?
So
Are
the
you guys?
guy could crash it as well.
Your argument is women are emotionally stable.
That's not what I'm arguing at all.
They're
I'm
not.
arguing that both of those things are flukes, but it's a fucking irrelevant argument anyway because most pilots are men, so you don't really have to worry about it.
If a man was going through a divorce, he'd just land the plane and use his fucking badge to get some other bitch. He'd just land the plane, right? I'm not saying she crashed that plane. I'm saying the anxiety she brought to that flight. No man in internet history has ever done that, right? Not even even terrorists are polite. No one grabs the fucking intercom and starts traumatizing children. At least, terrorists will be like, there's a one-way flight and we're going into that building. No, there's no one in history who's grabbed the fucking phone and started yelling, "I'm going through a divorce." Could you imagine imagine your toddler, like let's say your kid was 8 years old. Imagine they're on that plane traumatized. You'd be like, whoa. Yeah. They'd never fly again.
I still wouldn't really consider it an indictment of female pilots in general.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Really just that one specific pilot.
Women are good at being kindergarten teachers.
They do seem to excel at teaching in general.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like most men aren't necessarily even attracted to the job.
Yeah, no, if you're a man and you're a kindergarten teacher, that's a pedophile, bro. That's fucking weird, bro.
Why?
I don't know, Adam. I don't want to explore this.
You wouldn't want to
one,
educate a child? Like you couldn't see the appeal in that? I could think of a lot better things to do in terms of like how much money I could make from it.
You're going to drop your kid off to a male kindergarten teacher? You're
so really making me think a little bit more about it now, but in general, yeah, it would be. I think I'm. What is it about the job that you think makes it so hard for you to believe that they could really have that profession?
It's like a weak temperament male is very scary, right?
A lot of the dudes that were teachers when I was in high school really were fucking the biggest weirdo losers ever.
Yeah.
Like freaking out, screaming at the class,
Yeah.
like super beta male, like just angry fucking weirdos. Because it's like, think about it. You're a teacher at a high school in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Jesus Christ.
Like things really probably haven't worked out the way that you kind of imagined that they were going to at a certain point. But I will tell you one way in which men are superior to women. Cleaning of genitalia. Let me just say.
Cleaning, period.
Women, their vagina, in order to clean it, it requires a whole kit, a bag of sorts. There's just all kinds of different techniques that are implied. Whereas me, I could take puddle water and splash it on my cock and then wipe it off with an old greasy rag.
This is hurting your fucking porn career. Someone's watching this.
I'm not saying I do clean my dick that way. I'm just saying you could give a dick a good rub without much.
Rinse.
Yeah, a good rinse. You could clean it off pretty easily.
If you give a girl a water bottle, she could just
I feel like
squeeze it right in there, and then you're good to go.
A dick is a lot more clean than the hole. Like a whole.
It's like an open wound.
Well, yeah, because it's internal.
There's stuff. There's bacteria in there. There's DNA.
And
all
blood.
Kinds of shit.
There's blood.
There's blood.
Gross.
There's a lot of different smells. You don't know what you're going to encounter down there.
Do you run red lights?
I wouldn't say I like run a fully. Oh, you mean the period thing? Okay.
What?
I took it very literally at first. I'll answer it both ways. First, I'm perfectly happy to run a yellow light or orange, whatever the fuck it is, as it's turning red. It also, like, I kind of have to do the math in my head. Like, what are the odds that there's going to be a cop in this vicinity? Normally, where I live, I don't see that many cops, so I'm not that worried about kind of running the red light. But I'm not going to, like, pull up to a red light, fully stop, and then just look around and be like, oh,
No,
fuck
I'm
it, I'm going.
I'm talking about having sex on her period.
Well, now I'll answer that part. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm down to have sex on the period for sure. It can get a little gross sometimes, but yeah, I'm down.
Is that like lights off?
No, I mean maybe.
Shit.
We put a towel down probably. But then again, also like I mean, you could just get the bed dirty.
This is such a good one. Why are women sad today? Like purchasing power has gone up. You guys are like getting rich. Why are you guys sad? Maybe not you two, but all your friends and every single woman on earth.
Are you are you
Why
sad?
are they sad?
Why are they?
I don't know.
I
Why
feel
are
like
you
men
guys
are
sad?
sad as well.
Yeah, but we got real excuses to be sad, right? Why are you guys sad? You guys,
I'm not sad.
I'm not sad.
I feel like the majority of women that would be sad would be unattractive women. That would make
Really?
me sad.
If
Yeah.
Nicole Doshi was sad, I feel like it would make me sad because I just like I feel like that would kind of ruin the whole thing for me. Part of my appeal for Nicole Doshi is that she kind of has no emotion besides horny. And I'm not saying that that's how it should be. I'm just saying that's kind of where I'm at.
It's not
I'm
a bad
just
way.
happy to be here. You know, every time I see Adam, I'm like, oh, light up.
Ooh, clout. Let me bathe in it for a second.
Coming out.
He's gonna put me on his story.
I feel like a man gets sad sometimes, like they can't get girls.
Yeah.
No, they can't.
What? It's like 80% of men don't have sex or something. I would be
Yeah.
fucking sad. if I
I'm
was
starting to
them.
believe that statistic. Is it real?
Yeah, yeah. Women sleep
80%
with,
of
like,
men
the-
don't have sex.
Women sleep with like the same 20% of men.
Yeah, Adam, like the grocery store guy bagging shit up.
He's not
he
fucking.
he gets it once in a
The
blue
plumber,
moon.
the 99% plumbers, they ain't fucking.
I'm trying to get him some pussy.
You know why I believe that? Any girl I've been with, I find out Hollywood celebrities hit it
Yeah.
before me, and I'm like, I'm sharing with Leonardo DiCaprio.
We
What
all
the
fuck the same guys, every single one.
Well, especially you guys
Especially
in the porn
us,
world.
yeah.
Yeah, but
We fuck the same person.
Yeah, but even in like Australia, like I grew up in like a small town, the percentage of guys that were getting pussy there was minor, real
Really?
minor.
But
yeah,
if you think about it, it's
got-
like, why wouldn't Drake have fucked your girlfriend first? You know, like he probably is he's got more access to more chicks. He knows who they are. He's probably got a whole team of guys sitting in a room just looking for hot chicks on Instagram for him. And you know, it's like I feel like a lot of girls they kind of needed Drake. They need to fuck a famous rapper or two to kind of realize like, oh, I would rather be with a guy who has less clout and less money, but actually treats me like a human being versus somebody who really just wants me to come over and fuck. Not that that's how Drake's doing it, but
Yeah, all women who fuck rappers always regret it. Like they'd be on my podcast saying like, man, that was the dumbest thing. I didn't get anything from it, blah, blah, blah.
yeah. Well, I guess if you're fucking them for a purpose, then yeah. But
trying to glow up
yeah,
as
Clout.
as a means to getting clout. It sort of is what it is, right?
Would you guys fuck Adam if he had no clout?
I already fucked her. And we're supposed to fuck her
Yeah.
soon, right?
we're fucking next week. Yeah,
Next
I feel like
week,
since
wow.
you're a good looking guy and tall,
I would.
you don't
yeah.
really need clout.
No.
Yeah.
But
if
it
he was-
certainly helps.
Yeah, definitely.
Nobody ever told me I was handsome until I got.
Don't make
into
it
the
gay,
position I'm in
bro.
now.
Don't make it gay.
Now girls are like, "Oh, you're handsome." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And where was this from when I was in my 20s?
No, you were fucking in your 20s. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I was fucking like,
I've no-
despite not being terribly good looking. Also, I was fat my whole life too, like fatter than I am now. I kind of feel like, as a guy, you can kind of like work back a lot of the systematic disadvantages you have by just being in good shape. As a guy, that's
Yeah.
like one of the only things you can control,
Yeah.
and it's like pretty tough to compete as a fat fuck.
I think height is really overpowered.
Oh, yeah.
It's way too over. It's like a conversation piece for them.
I never really thought about what an advantage my height was until I had a roommate who was short, and he was just like weirdly honest, and he would just say shit about like how he felt about being short, and it just slowly started to make me realize like, oh, you've been taking this for
Yeah.
granted your whole life. Like I never even thought about
Like
it.
you'll be sitting in a room and he'll be sitting in that same room thinking about height. It's so weird for short guys. You got to understand when you're in a room with a tall dude, we're not, you know how you guys get insecure about height and competing? We don't even see you guys as the same species. We're not thinking about it. We're not rude like you guys in your head comparing. We don't see you guys at all, bro. We just pat you on the fucking head. but short guys be seething, bro. And it's like,
it's the women that they're worried
if you're
about, I think,
short,
not the
blame
men.
sue your fucking parents. Fuck you mad at the tall guy for?
Bro, think about it. When girls have it in their fucking Tinder bio half the time, like what their minimum height requirement is. Think about that as a short dude.
That is-
You're
I
looking
would
through
know
Tinder
myself.
over and over and over and just seeing like, oh, nope, she wouldn't fuck me. She wouldn't fuck me just because of the way that you were born.
He nailed it. Women always fuck a guy same height, but usually above. Same paycheck or usually above. So what we're seeing is women can only date up. We'll take a fucking babe McDonald's worker. We prefer that actually, right? Just a
A
McDonald's
girl
working.
can be 5'1". I don't care.
Yeah, but check this out. If you guys are always dating up and we're dating down, it's literally proof that every guy you've ever dated was better than you. So learn your fucking place. If you got a guy and you're staying with him for years, he's literally better than you. That's why you're staying for years. You should probably be more polite. Maybe, you know,
Did you say better than them? You just said tall.
No,
What does
it-
tall mean better?
taller, more money, more social network. They don't date a fucking loser. You guys date up, meaning you never, ever in history, you've
settle.
never been with a guy, or long term, right? Not short term. I get that sympathy, crybaby, pussy and shit. But you've never sustained a guy under you. That means you're literally inferior to every guy in your past. Period. Zero argument. Zero. So if you went through a breakup, bitch, it's your fault. Argue that. I dare a woman to argue that. This is not LA. This is New York now. Argue this. I'm not being politically correct anymore, ever. I've never been politically correct. But damn, it's illegal to say this in 2023.
You don't think
If-
a lot of women date bums?
No. The fuck?
I just feel like that's a common talking point on social media is women supporting their baby daddies.
I wouldn't date a bum.
I wouldn't.
I just had Violet Myers on here. She's like one of the top porn star girls these days, and she was talking about how in recent memory she's been in relationships with guys where she was paying all of the bills.
Yeah, recent, but they always leave the man. Whereas we're paying bills till we're 99 and we expire paying bills.
Porn stars are unique too because they need a guy who's going to match their lifestyle, and their lifestyle is pretty unique where like they need you to be okay with them fucking other people. They need you to basically be around a lot because they just want you to like, you know, they want you to be around for their fucking weird ass schedule. If you have a 9 to 5, the porn star girlfriend thing's gonna be rough because like they would rather be around. Like I see girls dating broke ass dudes, porn star girls, but it's because they're
convenient.
and like their lifestyle kind of agrees with them.
It's therapeutic. That's why they date them.
Because the guys, like, that's one thing I have to deal with, like, when I think about what it would be like to be single, is that I work so much that, yeah, maybe a lot of girls would like to be with me, but a lot of girls are not going to want to deal with dating somebody who's in the office like 10, 12 hours a day, you know?
Most girls date mid dudes, or most the guys you guys dated, you only did it for therapy. Like it's therapeutic because you guys are lonely.
Yeah, it's intimacy.
And you need to be seen, yeah. And not in a porn thing. You need to be seen by someone who like knows what you snore like or like knows stuff about you. That's pathetic. You dating for therapy? That's weak shit.
Wait, what?
Bro.
Women date. So,
The last guy you fucking destroyed his life, right?
sure.
Right. She dated.
you?
Yeah, she dated someone for years. She popped off and ditched.
No, I didn't.
How did it go?
I moved, and we're no longer on the same side of the country.
Bring him with you. What the fuck?
What? Like my dog?
You know what I like about you is that he sent me a screenshot of a conversation, and he has her saved in his phone as her first name, and then
And then my
1.6
TikTok
million
follower
TikTok followers is what it says in his phone, which is really
Pushes you up a couple.
says
rungs.
a lot about how he sees you. Yeah.
What
But
pisses
check-
me off is like his lifestyle is not congruent with his talking points. Like we were walking down Santa Monica Pier yesterday, talking about how like women always have a leg up because they can always just like leech off of guys and stuff. Like women will always have a place to stay because of guys, and women don't have to do anything. Meanwhile, he's been crashing at my pad, paid by home money, and like he's just always looking for a place to stay.
Yeah, but
So everything he
he's
does
out of
is such
town.
armchair.
No.
theorizing.
I bring shit to the table. You're like, oh, I'm with the star. This guy's gonna take over LA. I dare you to let a bum crash at your place. You'll never see that day. But you know, if you bring someone to the table, we let bum girls. She worked $10 an hour at McDonald's. Bitch, come live with me. I love you. We do that. That guy does it. We all do it, bro. We all do it. You guys, The day I see a woman go in McDonald's and find their husband is the day I fucking take a dildo up my ass on camera. You guys will never walk into McDonald's where Adam's falling in love with McDonald's workers every time he gets a fucking snow cone.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I've ever seen a hot chick working in the McDonald's, but then I went to Europe, and all of a sudden I was seeing hot chicks at the
That's
McDonald's.
their most.
I used to work at
That's
McDonald's.
racism.
Really?
That's literal racism, bro. What the fuck?
Maybe so, but I'm just saying. When I went to Russia, I'm looking at the
They were
fucking
hot
at
there.
the McDonald's employees. Like, you could easily be a model in America. What the fuck is going on?
When I worked at McDonald's in Australia, I got paid $25 an hour. Wow. Yeah, so it was worth it.
You should have stayed.
I did it in high school.
That's almost porn money.
Yeah, almost. Just getting there.
Yeah, I don't know, but like, I will admit that like, it was a long time ago. It was maybe like, how old am I now? 39. Yeah, I was in my like late 20s, but I met a chick at the mall who sold me a pair of pants, and then I banged her. And I felt pretty
that's
cool about
best.
it. That was the best, like, because at that point already, I was already like meeting girls at the bar. I'm meeting chicks on Tinder and stuff. So then I like met a girl in real life in the most ordinary setting possible, and was just like, hey, let me get your number. And I banged her. And I just remember being like really hyped on it. Like, wow, it feels so much better to seal the deal when you just met him in real life, you know?
So spontaneous.
What do you ladies think of Andrew is innocent Tate?
I like him.
Really?
I really like Andrew
Well,
Tate.
God
yeah.
bless your porn star soul.
Are you
Yeah.
Googling him? What's he gonna say?
Oh, Johnny Singh? He looked like a Johnny Singh.
He does look like Johnny Sins, doesn't he?
Yeah, but think about how different that is. That we know exactly what Johnny Sin's dick looks like, and we have no idea what Andrew Tate's dick looks like.
Probably similar.
You think?
Oh, I guess so.
I feel like, I don't
What
know.
about Andrew Tate? Why is he so famous? Why is he on
He's
this
a
topic?
genius
He's
marketer.
in jail for running an Onlyfans business, but I don't want to like hurt your podcast, two whores put him in jail with false allegations.
They're cam girls, hey?
Yeah, and they even texted each other on WhatsApp. I think it was WhatsApp.
Oh, God.
We're gonna make a Netflix special out of this. They're like joking about the guy's in jail and they're gonna get rich off this, whatever it is. And I don't think they're getting rich. I think these are just I hate that you guys censor that word.
His right-hand
Yeah.
man lives in my building.
Andrew Tate's?
Mm-hmm.
Did you give him your passport?
No, I
Who's his
didn't
right
know
hand man?
that.
Sneaker?
I know, Ziggy, I think is his name. He was in
Ziggy?
the documentary, the Vice one. I
Oh,
saw him
really?
on there, and then I realized
Oh,
that's
interesting.
where he's from.
Wow, but does that make you want to like go spend time with him?
I kind of want to pick his brain, yeah. His wife, I'm pretty sure, is a cam girl. I see them tooting around the apartment complex. So
You could spot a sex worker?
yeah. She's got a BBL. She's small. I would say
Andrew
so.
said something so interesting. He said something about if the woman got a dude in her life, she makes way more money. Do you guys believe that shit? I do.
If a woman got a
Like
dude in her
let's say
life-
an OnlyFans girl has a boyfriend that's kind of like managing. They do way better than the lazy girls who are single. You know what I mean?
I mean, if he's managing the account, yeah, then you have
Everyone
extra
does better with a
hands.
manager.
Yeah.
That's not because he's a guy.
Well, I mean, a lot of times managers can't motivate you.
Would he
but
let me use his dick for content as well?
I think it's 50% cut with Andrew Tate. but
That's a
yeah.
big requirement for a lot of these chicks.
Wait, he did porn, Andrew Tate?
No.
No,
Oh.
he was,
He was a kickboxer.
yeah,
Right.
and then ran the cam girls. But yeah, no, I like Andrew Tate. I think he's a
He's an
genius
alleged sex
businessman.
trafficker.
Yeah,
I just have to say that just because Nicole does. She doesn't know who she is.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still kind of like jury's out. I'm not 100% sure what I believe. There's a lot of information on both sides.
yeah.
I kind of want to talk shit about Andrew when I heard about all this because I'm like, you're not going decades your whole life working with women and not eating it. Women put you in jail. If women put you in jail over a lie, like if I was Adam, I'd be terrified working with women all the time. Like one day, if Adam just walks by one of you and only compliments one of you, you download that information and in 10 years, you say, actually, Adam's a fucking creep. It's very scary to work with women. That's like a
That's
case.
so untrue. Like, you just say things.
Did you know that all the money on earth, the guys who fund my channel, these are like NFT crypto guys, they're all, my audience is like, they date and stuff, but the guys who have 20, 30 million dollars, they're all virgins. They're never around women.
Virgins.
If virgins have the most money on earth.
But doesn't this kind of destroy your whole philosophy that like girls only fuck rich guys? Because I know if I had $20 or $30 million, even if I didn't have anything else going on for me, I'm gonna get some pussy.
You
I'm gonna find a
fuck,
way. Yeah,
yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
no,
get a
it's-
table in the club, and we're gonna get some pussy tonight.
Yeah, but that guy who has like a fucking, he's a creep, he's just a nerd, but he's got money. He's still competing with Adam, another rich guy who looks good. So
But he could
obviously,
pay for sex at any point if he wanted to.
but my point is, if you're a nerd and have money, you would do good if these guys didn't exist. But they do exist, so you're fucked.
They're few and far between, though.
I mean, it's a trinity to get women, right? It's, you have to have some banter, some game, right?
You have to be tall.
You got to have money. And the third one, probably the one that no one talks about, network. The people you go out with.
Yeah.
If I went out with Adam, we're destroying most CEOs in LA. We're getting everything.
Yeah.
Because, I want to laugh with, they have a funny podcast and stuff. I'm telling you, you don't max out just money. It's a trinity. You have to have network. That's why women are called chicks, because they need a nest. So if they get a boyfriend and the boyfriend has a friend like Adam and stuff like that, they get swallowed in your world. So when they break up with you, they lose Adam and all the friends and all the fun, all the brunches, and they get traumatized.
Not the brunches.
If you don't give chicks a nest, you're renting that pussy.
That is, you like that when you have a girl in your life and you know that she doesn't want to lose out on your friend group as well. But then
Well, it's
usually
your
they'll just
lifestyle.
fuck your friends, from my experience.
Not really?
Well, back in the BMX days, for sure, like every girl that would like date one BMX dude would end up dating like many more BMX dudes,
That's
or
what
at
I
least
would
fucking
do.
them.
If you want to stay in that circle, you just go round.
But I'm saying those NFT crypto guys who have money, they're alone in their room. Nobody wants to stay there. It's kind of like rappers. Like these women who are at trap parties and they hate these trap parties, they finally get a rapper. And the guy's got money and he brings them to another trap house just with more money. And these girls are like, what the fuck? There's a lot of guys who are like, they understand women. You give them a nice environment and then they don't really snake you and they stay around you forever. But men only give, I'm your boyfriend. No, give her a world. That bitch will never leave.
That's toxic.
What, you're giving her the world? She's giving you nothing.
You want them to be so dependent on you that if they lose interest, there's so much friction for them to leave because now their entire social circle is dependent on you.
That's called winning. Like, my life is great.
I don't think that's going to keep them around, though.
It will, but it's still toxic.
The-
That's like the idea of having a child.
If I have a girl,
That'll keep her around.
if I have a girl who falls for me, I'll keep her around a few years. But if I have a girl who falls for me and I bring her to Adam's studio, she can chill there and laugh and stuff. You really think she's gonna stay with some boring CEO? She'd be like, dude, I miss my life. Because women don't think, they want play. They only have play in their fucking mind. So when they solve the money problem to like maybe 200,000 a year or whatever, it's really play. And then that's why a lot of guys in LA, they're suit and ties, but they're starving for a guy like me. When I worked at nightclubs, they'd be like, bring Zherka, he sexually charges the girls with his jokes. They're always following him, where everyone's getting laid when we're around this guy. And I would be like, bro, I'm a bouncer. You're not even paying me to be around my network. And I used to do security for rappers and stuff like that. And you don't know trauma till you see a famous rapper's face watching you lead with his girls. Just because we're having more fun, right? That's the best feeling on earth when it's like the rapper's watching. And usually the rapper would be like, oh, bring Zherka as well. Because I have the 3 girls, right?
So you're saying girls like humor and charisma and personality over clout and fame and money?
No, you have to have money.
You have to have
If you don't
all of
have
it.
money, they're not fucking. You could be the funniest guy on earth. If you're not paying your rent,
Yeah.
But you're a
she
bouncer. How
can't
would
crack
she-
a smile.
How does she know you have money as a bouncer?
She doesn't. I have the network. I have the rappers who have the money, so we're going on a nice pad, right? And I only have those guys because I treated women kind of like currency. I'd be like, look, you fuck with me, I can just go in my group chat and bring us 30 girls. And then these rappers would be like, okay, here's 10 bands. We're going for a fucking week vacation, right? And that's the first time I realized, I was like, dude, you can't buy game, right? Why I have game is I think women are stupid. But most rappers, they actually fall in love. They're very weird and stuff. If they just adopted my position, they do way better. Imagine getting cucked by a fucking $10, $15 an hour guy. That's pathetic,
Let me ask you something before we wrap this up. Ladies, would you consider yourselves more or less likely to sleep with Jon Zherka after having done this podcast?
They're soaked.
I probably would have slept with him before anyway. So
Really?
about the
Well, it's
same,
just the height?
Yeah.
What is it? You
Well,
want him to
he's-
dominate you?
I mean the things he's just listed: finances, networking, tall.
But you don't know anything about his finances.
Yeah.
I don't either.
He's got those fucking chompers. I bet he's doing all right.
Oh, I never thought about it like that.
He likes to see his money.
Nicole Doshi,
I would. Yeah.
God bless you.
what would
It
you do
just-
to him?
I just because I like a man that can hold conversation and also funny, and he can do that.
That's what a date is. A date is going good if 99% of the date is the man talking. The second the guy stops talking, she looks at you like it's a job interview and it gets awkward. You know
that
what I mean?
happens to me all the time. It's so awkward, and then I have to try so hard to
Yeah.
entertain the date.
Why? Because they don't talk?
Yeah, I feel so awkward when the guy stops talking.
That's why the missing variable is coke. Like a lot of guys, the worst thing you can do is smoke weed with a girl. That she'll have intrusive thoughts. She'll get awkward. She'll hear
Yeah.
voices of you calling her ugly when really your dick is hard. Weed with a woman is the worst date ever.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
truth to that.
yeah.
From I've had quite a few hangouts with a girl where I thought she was on my level, where it's like, oh, we're just gonna hang out, smoke this blunt, and then all of a sudden I'm high and she is just gone, just like on some weird shit. Got to take a nap, whatever. Like
The point of a date, I'm coming out with an ebook explaining this. No Andrew Tate, nobody can explain the point of a date. What is the point of a date? Does anyone know?
to get to know the person, and ideally sleep with them.
Yeah.
Useless.
I'm guessing you see it like an interview.
The point of the date is to grab her anxiety and lower it to zero, and she jumps on your lap. That's all you got to do. When her anxiety is at zero, she's sucking dick. And men don't get this. Rappers don't get this. CEOs don't get this. So they usually have a funny guy keeping the girls entertained. Ha 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 ha.
How are you gonna make them forget about the fact that they're in debt?
Women, just give them fucking alcohol. What the fuck? When we're drunk, we
That's
forget
how you
about our.
win.
Forget weed. If you want to have the best date ever, you and that girl, it's kind of gay, but just do wine. If you get wine drunk, both of you,
You're
you'll
gonna
have a
fuck.
blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
That's a
fuck
pretty
it up.
consistent one. Yeah.
They fuck it up with vodka, and then people want to puke, and it's so bad.
but what
dude.
is it about wine that just makes people lovey-dovey?
It's a
Aphrodisiac.
aphrodisiac.
it-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just used to saying that.
I get horny
It
as
is.
fuck when I drink wine.
I feel like if I drink Jägermeister, I'm gonna fight somebody. But
Gin
that's-
makes you sad.
I
all
feel like
that
that's
shit.
just like the branding of the alcohol. I don't know if I really believe that it really does that.
If I get drunk enough, the woman starts making sense again. But I get dizzy, so I don't like alcohol. I don't want to be nauseous. I love wine, but it's weird. My big ass ordering wine, it feels so gay, bro.
No way. Wine is baller shit.
Yeah.
It shows that you're health conscious. Anyway, we got another one of these coming up. Appreciate everybody. Holly, Nicole, Farha. Do you plan on sleeping with Jon Zherka now?
No.
No. Okay. I kind of knew that. Thank
Well,
you, Zherka.
it's her V car, so she have to
You know,
take
even
it
if
very.
even if my body count was triple digits,
It would be
I would not
convenient.
sleep
He's
with
living at
Jon.
your house.
I'm booked up anyway.
If you had to ceremoniously give your V card to somebody, who do you think it would be? Like
Saudi
people you
prince.
know now.
Get a
people I
Saudi.
know now,
I think you should.
Oh,
start with the hot
Destiny.
girl.
She knows Destiny. Give it to Destiny.
I would give it to Destiny over you. Yeah.
Give it before he gets cut up by Muslims. You should give it to him. Like the last disrespect he could do is take one of their women's virginity.
He's got too much pussy. He's drowning in it.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe.
You know what's funny though? That we do know. You know Destiny personally. He does better than a lot of Chads, influencer Chads. Have you noticed that?
Because he lowers the anxiety to zero.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
manipulative with his words. That's what I said.
I did an episode with him and Emma Magnolia and Sydney Summers, and
Yeah.
it was like, I don't really see this happen that much, but like I kind of felt like I was watching them like melt the more smart shit that he said.
Wow.
Like they were just like, I could see them just like softening up to him, and I'm just kind of sitting in between them, like clearly not as smart as him, just like dum de dum.
He's entering the dad space. A lot of guys, if you're occupying her mind and she sees you as a boyfriend, you're doing bad. But if she sees you as a dad, like Destiny, like, oh, this guy's a smarty pants, he's gonna help me out with my problems. If women see you as a dad, then
You're
it's
winning.
like then it's a sleepover with the daughter. You know what I mean? Incest is what.
All right. This has been No Jumper. Thank you very much, Jon Zherka. We out.